Opening week for the MLB and the first week of content in MLB The Show 25 is here, and there's going to be a lot of new things to grind. And first of all, we'll be getting a new program this week and possibly more opening day content. I'm not exactly sure what they're putting out on the 27th. We'll find out, and I think they're actually doing a content stream that day, so we'll probably get something else. But either way, we should expect a ton of new XP coming to all these programs, so a great opportunity for more XP there. Plus, new drops for missions in the multiplayer program will open up even more XP goals that you can grind for. So this should be huge for progressing in the first inning XP path and either unlocking maybe that first boss card, or maybe you can even finish off the entire XP program. What catches my attention though more than anything else, and what I'll be grinding the next week or two, will be that new Diamond Quest map that we get. And I would pay attention to new Diamond Quest maps that come out in the future as well. Now, there's a lot to touch on here. So the prices on the old Diamond Quest cards, the pipeline ones that we got with the original Diamond Quest map that came out, we've seen the prices on those cards just go down and down and down as more people are accumulating those through grinding the map, selling them off, and getting a lot of stubs. But with the new release of this new Diamond Quest map here, that means new diamond cards, and that means, you know, these cards are going to start off at higher prices. So getting in early, grinding this map, getting these cards, selling them off quickly is going to be really key. And that's something that I'm going to be focusing on and grinding quite a bit too. And it's going to be a pretty good stub method like these other Diamond Quest maps were, the first week or so that they were out. Something else to think about right now, though, is if you are still playing the Diamond Quest map that's been in the game since release and you are still earning these pipeline diamonds, as people shift over and begin grinding the new Diamond Quest map, and this applies really to any future Diamond Quest maps that get released, the prices on these cards from the old maps might actually go back up in price just because way less people will be earning them. And, so likely we're just going to see a market correction because currently the Diamond Quest pipeline diamonds card prices are pretty low now. And like I said, this is something to keep in mind for future Diamond Quest maps that get released too. So again, not only would I recommend focusing on grinding the maps right as they release to earn these diamond cards and maximize how much you sell the cards for, but also keeping an eye on the prices of the cards on the older maps and possibly holding on to some extra, of those cards to eventually sell at a later point in time to earn more stubs might be the move as well. We also know that supercharges are back and they will start on opening day, and MLB The Show usually goes pretty crazy with the supercharge boosts at the very beginning of each MLB season. So the question is, would you invest? Is it smart to invest in these players, kind of just random players? For the most part, I would say it's probably not smart to invest in random players. I would only consider investing in players who are at or near quick sell value for sure if you are going to do it. But even then, personally, I probably won't. If you do invest, in my opinion, the only players it's worth investing in would be starting pitchers who are either starting opening day or maybe another game in that team's first series of the year who are at or near quick sell value. Investing in position players just seems like way too much of a crapshoot, but with starting pitchers, we know exactly who will be on the mound these first couple games for teams. So, I just think they're really the only people I would be worth investing in. Let's take this Hunter Green, for example. His quick sells at 400 for an 80 overall. You can put in buy orders for like 455, 460. So this really wouldn't be that bad of an investment, in my opinion, if this prices stay where they are. But yeah, and if Hunter Green goes out, pitches super well for the Reds on opening day, he's going to get supercharged, and that price is going to go up probably double or triple of what it's at now. So again, be careful with the investments. And I always say I would just invest what you can afford to lose. And once again, I would only do this on players at or near quick sell value. And for some of you sickos, maybe what you can do if you're studying some of the matchups for certain hitters against some of the pitchers they'll be going against in that opening series of the year, you can start investing in some of the hitters too. But again, quick sell at or around quick sell value is the biggest thing in my opinion. And as we get closer to opening day and the first series of the year, I think these prices will start to go up a little bit because more and more people will want to start investing, and that's just going to bring the prices on these cards up. So hopefully all of you were able to take at least something out of this video, but that's really it for the first week of content and kind of what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking, and what I'm planning on grinding this first week or two. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I do appreciate you for sticking around to the end and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.